Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about how to generate mortgage leads like Quicken Loans and like Lending Tree and just why it's so successful. And if you watch all the way to the end, I'm going to show you exactly how we're doing this and modeling our marketing system for brokers and regional lenders across the country, right? So it all really starts with Google search engines, right, and Microsoft search engines. But companies like Quicken Loans and companies like Lending Tree, they're investing hundreds and hundreds of $1 million every month just so they can rank for targeted keywords, right? So we're going to start with Lending Tree, right? When someone searches mortgage lender, you've got a lot of options that come up here, right? Lending Tree pays Google, top tier to rank for that specific word. And when you click on their ad, you can see that, they put you right through a funnel, right? They strip down this microsite to its bare bones. It's all about, you know, the logic. What type of lead are you? How can we funnel you to our sales system, right? And how can we target you going forward based on the products you like? And then look, they even have a pop-up, right? They're really trying to get that lead. And when you look at Quicken Loans, right, they do the same thing. You hit a Quicken Loans app, and boom, you're right in almost the exact same funnel, right? And so I think this is really important to understand. You've got two massive companies. You've got Quicken Loans, which is a lender, a national lender, and then you've got Lending Tree, which is not a lender, right? They're basically a content creation machine, and they sell leads to local lenders, right? And they mark up how much it costs. So if they paid $100 for this lead, they're selling that for $200 to lenders, right? You can utilize the same system and get leads for half the cost, right? The difference between a Lending Tree or a Quicken Loans is that local mortgage brokers need to lean into their local regional value proposition, which is heightened customer service, understanding the area, and having deep connections with local realtors, right? So what we do, right, is that we built out, again, very comparable to how Lending Tree and Quicken Loans has. We build out mortgage purchase keywords, right? And this is the key, right? Mortgage purchase keywords, there are almost infinite variations, right? So you have to continually be expanding the types of phrases that you're targeting. And the way you do that is you use like a phrase match campaign. And basically the whole purpose of this campaign is not necessarily to get a low cost per lead or drive a ton of leads. It's to understand what are people actually searching. So when you use phrase match, what that does is that, let's use mortgage advisor as an example. Google will target keywords or search queries, I should say, that have mortgage advisor somewhere in them, right? But have other words before, in the middle, or after. So this phrase match variation could trigger a query like best mortgage advisor in Phoenix, Arizona, right? And the way you understand that is then after you've run your campaign for a while, you click on search terms, and that'll open up hundreds of thousands of keyword or of actual queries that people searched, right? A search term is different than a keyword, right? A keyword is what you're targeting. A search term is what people actually searched. So then you download all of the terms that were triggered, convert them into exact match, and drop them into your exact match campaign. And that's how these companies are building out these treasure troves of just mortgage consumer keywords. And they're able to reduce their cost, right? With all their data, they're able to win the market, get a lower cost per clicks and lower cost per leads. And so what we do for local brokers, right, is we utilize all of our mortgage keyword data, the same keywords that the big guys are using, and then we hyper target them, right? And so we don't have to go through a large expansion exercise because we've already done that. And again, that's what a lot of these bigger companies are doing. But the second piece is building out these forms that just shoot people right into the app. So this form specifically is actually modeled after a Veterans United form. So if you go to Veterans United or go to Google and you just type in Veterans United, you click on this, and this is one of our top converting forms. And so obviously it's different in nature, but the simplicity of this form helps just drive people right into the application, but also it helps qualify them, right? And so again, you have to look at a lot of these big companies, and I'm not saying copy them verbatim, but look at the system that they're generating leads. and they're generating quality leads, right? And understand, okay, why is Facebook not working, right? The reason why you don't see these companies investing as much in Facebook is because it's hard to get the same level of quality on an audience segment um, ad platform. Whereas with Google, you're bidding on people that are quite literally looking for mortgage lenders near me, right? And you can find all these variations and then hyper target them utilizing Google Ads and those keyword expansion tools, and then send them to a great form that just puts them right into your CRM. One other thing I want to discuss, right, that this is something that's kind of happening in the back end, is that these companies are utilizing negative keyword lists to actually deter from all the keywords they don't want to serve for. And so think of negative keyword lists almost like almost like guardrails, right? So if I have a purchase campaign, I want to make sure there's no overlap between my purchase campaign and my refinance campaign. So again, years and years of and hundreds and millions of searches can build up all these different variation of refinance and rate type searches. And so we're going to, drop these in on negative or on phrase and on exact match. And then we're going to just utilize these just for our purchase campaigns and apply them only to our mortgage purchase campaigns. And then we're going to have a purchase negative keyword list that we're adding to our refinance campaigns, right? And so again, this is kind of what these bigger companies are doing to negate some of that bad traffic, get hyper targeted campaigns, and reducing your overall cost per lead and cost per click. And this is why they're winning on the quality score, and they're outbidding local brokers, right? Because brokers don't have time to build out massive stores of data. Like, that's expensive, right? On the front end, but then on the back end, like, any campaign with this implemented is going to produce a return on investment within the first 30 or 60 days, right? It's just going to happen, and then it's going to get smarter and smarter as it goes on. So again, this video, again, it's just really a case study of how do you generate leads like a lending tree, like a Quicken Loans, even like a Veterans United, right? And this system works, and there's a reason why these big companies are investing hundreds of $1 million a month generating these leads, because they're getting a revenue back, right? So can you imagine the types of ROI they're getting on $100 million of revenue in Google a month? It's insane, right? So again, this can be applied at very small levels, but it's hyper scalable, and is used for, even there's a lot of brokers and regional brokers that have learned that this system works, right? But they might not have the keyword targeting right. They might not have the landing page right. This is something that we do and we do right. So yeah, if you like this video, like and subscribe and leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one.